do some C25 here. Wyldenten and WURMKIN. A lot of defense, some offense, but not much. Not enough offense. So we'll be on the lookout for offensive scaling options. Real quick. Maybe this is helpful. At Awoken, ways we can scale. I mean, I don't think Steel Enhancer is good enough. We need damage scaling that is at least as fast as Razor Sharp Edge. So Razor Sharp Edge is an option. Channel Song I've been growing on lately, especially with WURMKIN, who can return consumed. If I can afford to keep a unit perpetually being Channel Songed every turn, that is an option. I've done that off cam recently. Wish I was recording for that, but it was on the laptop, so you know. Other options at scaling, I don't even think Awoken Hollow's Rejuvenate of 2 is good enough. So that's not really an option in my book unless it's like Desperation mode. Shattered Shell Slay, I think is almost good enough, but really not on its own, and no... I mean, with Root Seeds and it, maybe. We have Root Seeds too, that makes maybe Steel Enhancer almost usable, but we really want something better. The Spikes of Thorned Hollow is not good enough. And Spreading Spores is not good enough. Sharpen is not good enough. Unless you want to do some weird Bramble Lash build, but I'm not ever going to do that. And Cycle Life is not good enough. Steel Singer is good enough. I don't love the unit, but it's good enough. It's a lot of stats. I've been growing more fond of its infusion too. I think of it less as the Rejuvenate non-permanent portion of it is okay, but really, if you think about it, 20 and 40 for a pip is better than a large stone. It's technically better than a large stone. It gives you more attack, and you can get more attack if you have some Rejuvenate. So I don't mind it that much. So that's those options. And then at WURMKIN we have a bit more options. I guess you could say Bogfly, but I don't really. I guess you could say the Infusion as well, but again, it's okay. It's not the scaling is temporary unless you're, well, we'll get into that later, but Transfer is obviously the most obvious option. That's really good. That would be probably the prime target. Force Contamination kinda is and it kinda isn't, but it's so powerful that it basically can make up for a lack of scaling for sure. Proc could be an option if you get it up real high. Let's see. Kinstone, not really. I don't count. Bog Chrysalis is similar to Bogfly. Perfect Insanity, kind of. Now, Carver, obviously, that's scaling both the Infusion and the unit. Keeper of Echoes is scaling both the Infusion and the unit. You could argue Kinhouse Carapace is, but that I don't really think I'm going to take that. And Symphony of the Soul, not really in this deck. And then Unearthed Remains, if you combine it with one of those, like Bogfly type units, is permanent scaling. For the fight, at least. And First Akin is scaling. So there's a lot of options of scaling at WURMKIN. Surprisingly, not as much at Awoken. Not that at least it's good enough. So that was a long little intro on what we're going to be on the lookout for. You see Strangler, you take Strangler. Give yourself some X health, sure. Lenses is really good, especially with, you don't even have to consume the card, by the way. Like if you had wing clippings, it still does it. I think, unless they changed it, I don't know. Mark of Invasion, we're going to set up top anyway. So this counts as a mark of wind invasion, I would say. I don't have any heals other than Graft, which isn't really a heal, but I do have steel enhancers and shelters, which can make up for the lost health I'm about to take. Let's get you down. Give me that gold, and let's drop back into shelter. I don't really need to put stewards down, in my opinion. Probably should have took that guy out, huh? Oh well. Here, let's just sack that guy. Alright, we take that out. We do this. Do that, I guess. There we go. Alright, so what do we got here? Razor Sharp Edge? Perfect. Wish it was infused, but hey. Now we are at a little bit of a problem here by taking uninfused Echo transfer, which is obviously twice the price you pay for an infused one versus an infused one. The thing is, if we're taking an uninfused card, it's that much harder to make infusions, and this might not hit that much. Razor Sharp Edge might be good enough scaling already for us, whereas this gives us defensive scaling, which also can't be ignored. I think offense is typically, you know, much more needed, but I think since this is infused and it's such a good card, we take it. If you compare it to like Cycle of Life, the spikes are largely irrelevant, so as it is infused, not only does it trigger Inspires, but it is just always free as long as I have an Echo on board. It doesn't actually cost me anything at all. So Wyldten's tanky enough that I don't need to go Merchant of Steel route. I guess we would go this route because like Animus of Will would be really good. Either Sweeper would be really good. The Wurmkin route, one problem is, you know, I don't know. Carver and First of Kin are going to be too fat. The rest aren't too bad, though. What do we got coming up after that? Unawoken. I can probably get through Ring 2 alone with just Wyldenten. I would actually like to upgrade some of these spells, if I'm being honest. Let's try this. What do we got here? -2. That's not the one I wanted to see. Keeper of Echoes is fine. And I could Eternal Stone one of these. I'm not opposed to that. So between Shelter and Echo Infusion, we're definitely good on that front. 10 magic power. Let's get rid of a Steward. I should have maybe just took the 10. I should have took the 10 on Engraft, maybe. We can keep it chill for now. Maybe I get rid of a Steel Enhancer, just so I can keep my infusion rate high. Okay, we want that. The nice thing about Keeper is I can frontline with Keeper and make Wyldenten the dude. This, by the way, is one of the harder Ring 2s. I think the haste one is harder, but this is close behind. The spikes one's the easiest, for the record. For le record. So they got armor. Let's just keep buffing up this floor. I mean, really, we could do it with just this. This is not a bad setup. Not bad at all. I'd be inclined to take Thornlord or Quick after the next ring. I'll take that. It's infused. I can finally get some consume stuff. Now, Bounding Echoes is pretty good here. I would take that. I kind of want to commit to this tank. I kind of want to commit to this tank plan. I could do this. This is not horrible. It doesn't increase my pip, and I get an extra 1/1 on the tank. Trying to think what else. Like in the Awoken Arsenal, nothing really better. I think we can take it. It'll be a fine infusion if I don't find anything better. Maybe at this point I just want to artifact. Volatile Gauge is not good in this clam combo. Mine Horde should be fine. It's not like amazing, but the thing is, Wurmkin, other than the units, just nothing costs much in the Wurmkin spell arsenal, and I don't care too much about trying to cost reduce my Keeper of Echoes. I'd rather just have things cheaper. Get rid of a stew. I think one of the big problems I see with a lot of people that struggle with Wurmkin is A, they shy away from the Wurmkin units, which I think are some of the best in the game. Like, I shouldn't go on too many tangents here. I'll maybe talk about this as I set everything up here. So let's put you there, so you're out of there. So yeah, I think a lot of people like really kind of missed the mark with this Wurmkin clan here. You know, they think cards like Shard Soul Carver suck. They don't, trust me. Shard Soul Carver is a very good card. I think another thing that people don't realize is like Inspire is not worse than an Incant. I'd almost argue it's better. The thing you got to remember with Inspire is along, you know, a minor one is that you get the, what am I trying to say? A minor benefit is that you get it on anything, you know, not just spells. You can use Bounding of Echoes on Scourges and Blights, units, and also some units can just come infused. But again, that's not the big thing. The big thing is, I don't have any good examples in my deck right now, but let's say I had no Echoes, right? And I played something like a Soul Siphon that filled up all with Echoes. Remember, Inspires when you gain Echoes on the floor once per Echo. So let's say I have Mine Horde, right? And I'm completely empty and I have an intrinsic soul, whatever you call it. I can put the unit down and I immediately get 5 Inspires out of one card. So it is not worse than what am I trying to say? It's not worse than Inspire. I'd argue it's better. So I don't know. Hopefully that made sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. Let me know if I'm making sense. But yeah, I have one final touch to put on the Hellhorn guide, and then I'm going to do Wurmkin next, because I've noticed definitely lately that seems to be the big problem that people are having is Wurmkin. So I think I can provide some good insight. They're one of my better clans. They're my third best clan, so I think I can definitely help people out. It's not, you know, Hellhorn's obviously my best, but from what I've seen, people talking about, like, people, they hate on eggs too. It's like, I don't know, people just are really missing the mark, I think, with this WURMKIN clan. I don't think etchings here makes much sense. It could if I didn't have this already invested into, I think. I think I'd rather have unearthed remains. I could do wildwood too, honestly. That might actually be better. I might do wildwood, yeah. And I don't think... I don't like adding 2 whole pip to the unit, then I'd have to wait a long time before I could play it. Now, I will say, I'm on board with Glugsider being a bad unit. Fuck that unit, but like Chrysalis, for example, is amazing. I'm not going to take it here because I don't need any more units, so I'm not... If you don't need units, there's not really much point in taking them when you know you're kind of already just good. With this deck, I would say I might need Ember more. Probably draw, though. Probably just draw. Yeah, let's just do draw. WURMKIN, you know, WURMKIN and Awoken stuff is so cheap. Could do a Hellvent, removals. What would I Hellvent? Maybe that Shelter? I don't know. I mean, you could also argue Shelter's a bit redundant with Wildwood, but I think Wildwood is just, it's gonna definitely get some value. I might, oddly enough, just go the Hellvent route and do like Razor Sharp Edge, because I do need some quicker scaling. Let's get rid of these. Yeah, I think we'll skip that, dog. I will make this infusion now because I'm not going to get anything better. Could intrinsic Bounding Echoes. I don't know in this deck that I really want to do that. Yeah, I don't need to intrinsic anything in this deck. Definitely Spell Chain's getting put on something, though. I don't know what. Steel Enhancer is always a nice one, but when you have, like, Inspires, like, I'm almost feeling like this could be a good one. I get 20 health out of it for 1 Ember, and I get 2 Inspires. Alternatively, I could do the Razor Sharp Edge and just get it down to 0, but I kind of plan on... putting it down, or I plan on Helveting it now, so I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, don't be afraid to make these boring Helvents. Do what your deck needs. We're trying to make a well-rounded deck here, and like I said, there's not much point unless I really, really, really think I wanted to hold out for quick, which is fine. Like, I could see that being needed. Like, it would prevent a lot of damage if I do that, but I think I have enough defense that I don't need it. So I'm fine doing Thornlord. I might as well do Thornlord. It gives me extra damage scaling. And an initial huge draw turn 2. We're fine with Spell Shield. We really have no spell damage. We are very much a unit-based deck. And as such, we are kind of inclined just to do this even. We'll do this over the Root Seeds. We're already drawing a full hand. I might just take this. I can heal back with refracting lenses. I would like... I could do this, but again, I'm kind of drawing a full hand already next turn. Why don't we just do that? Do this here, then this actually, like I said, now I can use that to get Inspire. It makes it actually not just a complete waste of a play to play that Scourge. Let's do this and that. I would rather not redraw into the shelter, which is why I played that one. Plus, I get my health back. We'll want to play that every time we see it. We'll want to play those every time we see it. I can probably play this, though. I have Unleash the Wildwood coming up. Should be coming up anytime soon. Until then, we play these. I can probably get by with that, though. There's the Wildwood. I should probably play it. And we'll just do this. I'll save this for later since I'm taking some damage here. I'll probably just take that. I'd like to guarantee the win here. I'm at such high health and I have this artifact that I can really just get away with, you know, not playing this. We'll play that because it's consume. And that should do it. Another great thing if we would have got... Now, by the way, we would have rather had Quick. Like, if I somehow had a choice at this point to get Thornlord or Quick, I'd obviously rather have Quick, because then I can get the second point of Quick and actually get multi-strike on Wyldenten. We may be in a little bit of trouble here for killing the mini-bosses. We don't have an answer to the mini-bosses right now. We're going to have to think about some sort of an option there. I think Pyre Grow is fine. There's Soul Siphon. In this deck, though, I don't really see how that makes sense. The Return Soul could make sense, though. I do like that. It's infused, too. We really need to think about ways to get our scaling up. If I'm going to be a single striker, mini-bosses, and honestly, some bosses will be an issue. We might want to think about trinkets. Let's think about trinkets that could do us good here. So we want stuff that can help scaling, like to a good degree. Light's Gift would be good. Save me a lot of damage. Even though I have the Unleash the Wildwood, that would allow me to stack armor. Nothing else really in the neutral section, I would say. In this section, Emblem of the Exiles would be okay, but not going to help us with mini-bosses. Root Split Mask would be very good. That's about it for the Awoken Arsenal. And then, I mean, Bog Slime and Kruska would help us slightly. It would give us extra Inspires decently often. It's kind of it, too. There's not necessarily a whole lot of artifacts that would help me. So otherwise, what would help me? Like, Concealed Cavern. We could get an Old Magic, which could help. I think I'd want to get these razor sharp edges down anyway. I'm having troubles playing out the Ember as it is. Trader's Quill, maybe. Actually, improve Firebox since we have a Keeper. Keepers cost 2, so extra Ember turn 1 is fine. Well, we're so hurting for offense, I might take this and try to make it work. Oh, okay. Well, doesn't really work for us, unfortunately. It's a little too variant, and we're not going to be able to fit it on the floor. Let's see. Stack Stone. Could double stack this. Then Consume Return becomes a little more enticing. I still think we get these down though. Then I can spell chain them if it comes up again. I only got one more chance at it, but we'll see. Do I really care about this engraft? Why don't I just do that? Then it actually can heal me, and I don't really care about drawing back into it. Removing the consume, not really on any of them. Let's get this down to 1. I'd rather not have it at 2. At 2, it's pretty unplayable. I think we remove this. Everything else probably stays. Oh shit, I spent money when I didn't have to. Well, the fractures haven't really been getting played. I guess I can remove a fracture, and this engraft can... I mean, I spent gold on it, but it probably should just go. It's not really... If it were infused, it would be great, but it's not infused, so therefore it's not great. It's a tough boss. Maybe I shouldn't have taken this. Maybe I shouldn't have taken. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. The trial. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Definitely want to do these. We really got to get the health up here, though. It's the double stacked one. We'll wait on that for sure. We got to trigger a lot of inspires. We got to prevent any damage that we can. So, like, that's a way we could do that. Wow, we're taking a ton of damage. We need this to like get drawn as much as possible, so we should think about thinning this deck out. Yeah, that guy's gonna get through with a pretty good amount. Oh no, he's not gonna get through, but he's gonna sit here, which is not gonna be good. Let's do that. We may not be able to survive very long here. Cannot have you dying. If we can just keep getting his health up, and eventually, as long as he can survive, how much do I need to survive here? Fuck, that's... Well, we don't have much options. We're gonna have to just do this. Yeah, get to unleash ASAP. Unleash, where you at, buddy? Okay, I gotta go up to 24 here. Should be doable with all this stuff. There's the unleash. See how huge that is. Not out of the weeds yet, though. This guy does shitloads of damage. I'll bring back the unleash. It's a big heal. Got him. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. Anvil hits on nothing right now. But you know I'm still going to take it. The potential of hitting on something is there. Edge Prior sucks. I think we take this. That'll get us out of a few binds. Alternatively, this might not be horrible either. I mean, sure would be nice to start preventing damage, but we could always still find Quick Tome. It's still in the cards, shall we say. Could still find Quick Tome. I think this is too good. Especially, as I said, we're looking for mini boss answers. That could help with it. It'd be nice to get just some health upgrades, but other than that, this side is just way better. So let's go this route. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, Spell Chain. Okay, we got Spell Chain and Piercing. Let's remember that. Oh, we can fit 2 of them on the floor if we do this. I'll Hell Vent it right now then. Even though it's going to cost me 15 shards to do that. That's just too strong of a Hell Vent. Gotta make that now. Literally just doubled our wide scaling, right? I do still feel these fractures are the worst in the deck, so I will remove 2 of them. Don't want to make our ratio of uninfused cards too high, though. Like, even spell chaining an uninfused card doesn't feel great. But I do think we're lacking scaling still. And, you know, we could always Bounding Echoes it on a lot of those times. Alright, we're at 120 shards. I might try to stay here. I don't know if this deck is a deck that really wants to go much higher. We're also glad that we have Firebox because we can play both turn 1 if we find him turn 1. I'd rather have him be the one that has that happen. I think we want to do that. Remember, without a multi-striker in back, you need double the scaling to beat a big tanky boss like Arcus, especially one that's not taking any damage because of stealth. Yeah, that whole stealth thing is rather unfortunate. 4 armor is not a whole lot. Let's just give 2/2 to the whole floor. Horrible turn for this shit. Not really any point in playing Bounding Echoes here. We can play this. Might as well play it on one of these other floors. I guess that's it. Alright, we play that. We play that. Play that. 8 to the whole floor. I think I'd still rather do this. I need as much actual damage scaling as possible, so I need to play spells, I need to play Inspires. Armor can be great too, but this guy hits so hard that that armor is going to be not really doing as much as just killing him before he, you know, kills us will do. We can probably do it here though. I might need that buffer before I find Unleash. You know, I might not find it. And still a lot of damage coming in. Yeah, like I said, bottom decks, that saved us from dying here. Although I guess we got this, so it didn't matter that much. Wow, that's crazy. A deck, a hand this size and my Bounding Echo still has no targets. Literally all the talk about bad RNG. Let's be honest. Talk about bad RNG. I don't get the Unleash and this. I think I am just going to have to play it though for the free Inspire. At this point, can't really rely on my RNG to really do much for me here. This will be great. And let's get these out of the deck. I'm going to cycle through 4 more times here, or 3 more times until we do this, so... Got that again, that'll be good. This melee weakness isn't going to be that powerful because the frontliner is not necessarily doing that much damage. Can probably do this. Well, if we're going to do that, we should do this first. That also prevents a pretty good amount of damage. We might as well do this just for another Inspire. Yeah, we want to keep doing that. Not much else to do here. Hopefully we got enough stats to take him out. We do. And I'm playing sloppy here because, you know, I already see the mark, but we obviously could have done that turn a bit better. But that's fine. We got him, that's all that matters. It's a good sign for relentless fights to come because it doesn't get much harder than Arcus. So really just mini-bosses is my concern at the moment. The problem with these cards like Kinstone is they're great in a really only Force Contamination is our only card that actually extracts. Like, this doesn't count because it doesn't lose an echo. Kinstone, by the way, is another great example. Like, if it were infused, that will give you 2 Inspires for the 1 card. I could do Channel Song. I don't think it's a good one here. Like I said, you can, if you have some consume return, it's pretty good, but we don't. And also, if it's not really, I'm not using these really for their offense. They're more of for just scaling totems and being meat shields. The extra damage that it provides is still welcome, but I wouldn't want to like keep one off the floor and just keep making it bigger. And spreading spores is horrible. I think it should never be taken. I don't know how people... Some people claimed that they can do good with it in the DLC. I'd really love to see video of that, because literally every fucking time I have tried this in the DLC, it's been abysmal. Like, absolutely abysmal. So, Kinstone's the only consideration here, but I skip. I'm thinking Ember at this point. I could also take a Pip and fit another Keeper of Echoes on. I'm actually feeling that maybe more. Yeah, I like that. Let's give a 3/3 to the whole floor. That really helps with the lack of scaling, I feel. Now we can finally probably safely go this route. We really have no removals that we want, and I'd like to get some upgrades on these Echoes, especially if I'm going to Hellvent one of them. And plus there's an extra trinket over here. We do have those stings. I could do rationing scales. That's going to earn me a lot of gold. Is it greedy of me to take rationing here? I feel like I'm going to take rationing here. Yeah, these aren't that good. Vapor Funnel obviously sucks. Jack Strips could be okay, I guess. Ooh, Multi-Strike. I guess I could put it on one of them. It's not horrible. We'll just make sure that one's not the one in front. And then we can go 25 on the other one. Large Stone would have been interesting too. I mean, if I don't want a Hellvent. If I don't want a Hellvent, I could just Large Stone it and go this route. It's completely reasonable. Then I just have initial, like big initial health and some damage. Nah, I think the plan was to Hellvent, and I still like the Inspire 3, so let's do this. I can Hellvent either one of those, whatever we think we need more. Is there anything to purge here? Not really. The fractures would be it, but it's not worth my gold, I think. Yeah. I think we're good with that. I'm not even sure why I'm considering Strangler 2. Might as well just literally double our incant damage per incant. Mark of win evasion. So actually, this will be fun. While I have both of these down here, so let's see, what am I trying to say? So keep note of the things here. So Wyldenten gains 2 attack per incant, and Keeper of Echoes, after I get the second one on, will gain 2 attack per inspire. So we can basically divide Wildenten's attack by half and compare it to the attack of this Echo. And if and see which one is higher. So we'll see, like, if Incant or Inspire gets us more. It'd be a nice little experiment. So we'll do this. I would actually take one of these out before they get to us, just limit the damage a little bit. Alright, we put this one down. And I guess we'll do this. We'll take that, but we'll get it back. We'll get that health back. One way or another. Oh, I guess it's not a really good one though, because I'm throwing root seeds on this guy, so it's going to be hard to calculate. But for the record, I've only thrown what is it, one root seeds. Well, let's even just put it as is. So compare the 2 units right now. I've gotten 50 extra damage there. Divided by 2 is 25. I've gotten what is that? 22 extra damage. So, you know, minus however many root seeds that were or there's razor sharp edge as well, by the way. So I could take, say, 12 off because I played at least 1 root seeds and played a razor sharp edge. So at 50, or what is that? 48 by 2 is 20. 48 minus 10, so 38. Down by 2 is like 16. And it gained 22 here. So I've gained more damage from Inspires versus Incant, is what I'm trying to say. In a long, roundabout way. Alright, we're getting a lot of damage here. That's not good. I guess we're going to lose one of them. That's what the Mark of Invasion does, though. We should be fine here. Do that, that, that. For now, we'll do that. I don't want to lose this guy. Alright, we're back down to our starting health here. Penitent, by the way, just objectively the one we don't want to see. And of course, the one we do see. Those Scourges are an absolute bitch for this deck to deal with, but looks like we kind of made it through. This guy is hitting pretty hard, though, and I don't necessarily do a lot of damage. I'm going to have to hit him about 13, 14 times. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we'll see. We can scale up pretty fast with razor sharp edges. I might even be inclined to do it like this. Alright, I don't know what fucking happened with Streamlabs. It cut out at some point there. Gave me the nice pop-up error message. I think we hopefully didn't lose too much there footage-wise, but I was basically just talking about like scaling and stuff. I think we're going to be good here, but we'll see. Now there's an argument for root seeds to try to draw back into Unleash, give ourselves another chance at that, but I think I might just be more inclined to give ourselves more damage here. Alright, we got it anyway. That'll get us decently far. We should calculate this out then. 61 by 2 is gonna get 2 hits. If I do 2 of these here, I'm probably not gonna survive a 3rd hit anyhow. So we really are kind of inclined to put this here. There we go. There we fucking go. So that was pretty close, but that is just a really hard boss. Like, literally 5 times as hard as living armor. That's mathematically accurate, I would say. Given how things have gone, I would not be opposed to another Unleash here. Soul Siphon might be takeable. It would really fuck me over Ember-wise. Alternatively, Soul Cripple wouldn't be too bad as a one-timer. I mean, I do have the Split Anvil. It would finally give me something to use it on. You know, just for doing that, it might be fine. It's a little bit of extra damage, too. I'm open to it. Am I still recording? Okay. Still think we go the Hellvent route. Still think we want that extra dude. I don't know if I take that, though. Like I said, we're already taking 15 to take the Keeper. Let's see if we're dealing with a Pyrestone housing. Could take that. These are all pretty weak, though. For this deck, at least. I don't think we take a Reap. We only have the 2 Fractures left. I don't even know if I want to keep them. Even Thorn Casing, whereas it used to be really awesome. Now that every fucking frontliner with armor doesn't die to that, it doesn't really help you that much, so... Echo Seedling's definitely happening. Case Divinity is very mild. I think we just thin the deck out with the rest of this gold. Yeah. So which one do we Hellvent? I think we Hellvent the one with health. And let's just remove the fractures. And what else? Pyrogrow? Invigorating Solution? Root Seeds? What about Root Seeds? Alright, that does it for me. I'm not taking that. Let's fight them. Doesn't really matter which order we do here. I guess we just play this, huh? I guess I could do it to kill one of these. Oh, shit. Make it 2. Here, let's do that. Oh, shit. I need to make an echo down there. Okay, so why don't we do it like this? There, at least they die before they get to me. I guess they would have died from fucking jackstrips anyway. God damn it. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Idiota. I could just do that to do it, just for the extra scaling. 3/3 to the whole floor is going to be needed a lot here. And I really don't want to lose one of these guys. And I really fucked that Echo Seedling up. I need to really pay attention to what my stuff is. That's happening. That's happening. That's happening. Jesus. And we're getting an unleash, most likely. Everything here's dying. I don't want that to consume, actually. I kind of regret playing this. Well, I can do that and just not play it. I'll play it at a later time when I need it. Oh shit, I have no ember. Ah, fuck. That's not good. These assholes in the back. So much fucking damage coming in. Goddamn Ember Drain is fucking wrecking me too. Maybe holding out for quick would have been better. I mean, it definitely would have. Shit. The Ember Drain is just fucking destroying me. Lifesteal is not going to be easy to get through. Full Ember Drain again. Maybe I should be throwing the stuff on that guy at this point. Oh, wow, we have a ways to go here. Could do 14, 16. I could do 14 plus. There we go. Whew. Fucking close. I didn't do the exact math, but once I saw how much that shelter did in terms of how much extra damage it bought me, I figured I was probably fine to bring back the double stacked shelter and it would do it. I could see arguments against going top, but the unleash I think really makes this possible. Now I do, by the way, really wish that I had intrinsic to Bounding Echoes. It would really help. Like right now, it would have been great. I could have got all these stings and both these Razor Sharps echoed. But as it stands, I cannot. So hopefully we can get a good Bounding Echoes off. Like, it was really helpful to have that spell chained card. Let's see, is there bounding here? I think we can do it here. Oh, right. Well, I fucked that up. I can hold the other one for another time. Should be getting an unleash here for sure. Given them a bit of extra damage by doing this. Let's draw. I don't know why I was talking about before the root split mask with... man, people probably thought I was so dumb. Like, I keep forgetting that I have the cards that I have. Let's see, so I can do this first. I might as well do this first. And then I can do that. Then everything's at 0. Might as well play it twice, though. Why does that guy live? Oh, right, because he gains that much armor, apparently. Alright, it's not the best bounding echoes, but I'll take it. We need an unleash. We don't get an unleash. Maybe this is enough. Barely. Unleash, please. 1 health. Okay, there we go. I will take that. Thank you. Every fucking turn that we have drawn Unleash with the goddamn, or Unleash together. Like, it's never been anything else. It's kind of annoying. I think given that, we want to draw. And then we'll do that. But yeah, before I was talking dumb shit about saying that I needed answers for the mini-boss. Well, I kind of have answer already. It's called Strangler. Don't know what I was thinking there. It's a lot of health. Look how much health the Inspires have given us. It's amazing. Alright, they're all dying. Alright, we got him. Wow. I can't even tell what's going on with those animations at this point. We're actually one-shotting mini-bosses. It's not bad. This is why I love Keeper of Echoes. I mean, you're not obviously always going to find a micro stone, but there's a lot of other situations where you can make this happen, you know. It's not that uncommon. Got a style on him a little bit, right? Well, unfortunately, I bought a Frenzy Stone, so it's not a no Frenzy Stone episode, but hey, it essentially was. But I won't count it as one. I think I'm just going to call this an over-explain run. Because I feel like I explained a lot about the Wurmkin clan. Granted, I'll go more in depth on my Wurmkin guide, but yeah, let's take a look. MVP, gotta imagine we give it to Keeper of Echoes. I mean, Strangler, Wyldenten, pretty legit too. Echo and I mean, Unleash the Wild Vote is one hell of a card. Razor Sharp Edge is a pretty good bread and butter. I mean, without its nice scaling, we wouldn't have had the scaling needed to really survive. You see in this how it's like, you might have thought Shelter, Unleash, Echo, and Fusion were redundant with each other. They really weren't. They really worked together to keep everything barely alive, right? I had 1 fucking health on that one turn, and in the chased fight, I even lost a dude, or the penitent fight, one of those. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. I'll still just give MVP to Keeper of Echoes because I love that unit. Until next time, peace.